Hello there, folks, and dear friends of the internet land. How are you doing? Welcome back to Raving with Rua. This is episode number 8 on my YouTube channel, songs from the Rua Room, presenting singer-songwriters from Belgium and beyond, and industry professionals and people like that. Little live stream that I do on the channel from time to time, and it's very nice to see you all again. We have a few live viewers, I believe. If you are watching live, please drop into the comment section. Let us know you're here and where you're watching from, all that good stuff. As usual, I'll throw in a few things. If you would like to, please consider subscribing to the Rua Room channel. It helps me to keep the old channel alive. It gives a bit of attention to it in YouTube land. So please hit the old subscribe button if you're watching on YouTube. If you're watching on Facebook, welcome as well. You can always follow the page there if you feel like. I have a virtual tip jar as always. It's my PayPal thing there. If you'd like to, throw a few shekels in the tip jar, that's how you do it. All these links are below as normal. Description below you'll find all of this down there. So yeah, big news tonight. My live stream news is that I have scored a very generous sponsor for the channel, for the stream rather, called G-Sharp Guitars. I have been previously endorsed by G-Sharp Guitars, as some of you know. G-Sharp Guitars are a Norwegian guitar company originally, and now the owners are in Kansas in America. If you need a travel electric guitar, look no further than gsharpguitars.com. They have wonderful small electric guitars that sound really big for the size. So check out G-Sharp Guitars, and thank you very much, Alex and the gang over in Kansas, for supporting this channel and sponsoring these live streams. That it helps a lot. Just lets me use my own little logos, and yeah, gives me I can stream to YouTube and Facebook at the same time. Stuff like that. Little things that are great when you have a paid plan. So thank you, G-Sharp Guitars, for that. It is Tuesday, the 7th of January, and my guests tonight on the show are two brilliant musical brothers from Rathdowney in County Laois in Ireland. And I met them for the first time, I think, when they were with a band called Na Fianna, and they were touring the length and breadth of Ireland and beyond. They even played some gigs in Norway. And so, without further ado, why don't we see if the boys are here, and we'll bring them in to have a chat. Hugh and Kieran, are you there? They are. How is it going,
right,
lads?
Can you hear us?
Thanks for joining. How are you keeping?
Not too bad. Good to be
And
here.
Happy New Year to you both. Are you well?
Yeah, not too bad. Happy New Year
You
to
are.
you. All in Belgium.
Indeed. As I say in Ireland, how did you get over the Christmas?
With a couple of more pounds.
Fell over. Did you eat plenty and drink lots? You did. Good lads.
Plenty of hot whiskies anyway, for sure.
Absolutely. I know.
Yeah.
I didn't get home for hot whiskies this time myself, but I can make them here, so that's good. That's all right as well.
Good.
Come here. You had a busy year. Before we start, I'm just admiring your T-shirt there, sir. 1916.
That's right. Yeah.
Indeed.
Quite apt.
Lots of quite apt indeed for this week. Lots of controversy going on in our little island. They're trying to commemorate.
That's right.
Certain bad eggs.
Bad eggs. Yeah. From a different country. Yeah.
Indeed, yeah. So
Yes.
1916, yeah. Our heroes in 1916 wouldn't be so pleased with that, I think.
Jeez, they'd be turning in their graves for sure.
Yes,
And
indeed.
all the way back to the famine days as well. You know, them all poor families back then.
Controversial stuff.
Very much so. Yeah.
Yeah, a lot of Lord Mayors in different parts of Ireland are boycotting it, I think. You were saying.
They have boycotted it. Yeah, they have. It's actually there was news there when we're setting up. It got cancelled anyway. The commemoration got cancelled.
Oh, did it?
So yeah, breaking news
that
here.
That must be breaking news.
Raving
here
with Rua.
All right. Okay, great. Well,
That's amazing. Yeah.
I hope
Yeah,
that's true, because I'm happy it was pulled, because
it was a strange one, you
it's
know.
a strange one. I don't know what possessed them to commemorate
Yeah,
bad elements like that in our small
yeah,
country.
yeah.
And
I mean, they talk about
I
inclusion and all that kind of stuff, and a bit
hmm,
of. But I heard someone say on the radio there, just there, say there's a line. There's definitely a line with the Irish people, and he said the line is with the black and tans, you know. So I
yeah,
think
and I
it's
think they were
true,
trying to cross that line,
for sure. Yeah,
Wow.
yeah,
Well, that's good news. If that's, as you said, I'll take it from you guys. You live on the island, what's what, that it
for
has
sure.
been pulled and
Yeah, yeah.
cancelled, and I hope it's true, because we don't need that at all.
No, no, no. We
Um,
need more Ravid Rua streams
we
and
do,
things like
but you
that.
see, yeah, we
Maybe the
don't need
government
that
should
kind
get
of stuff
behind you there.
in our. Hmm?
The government should get behind the Raven with Rua.
I think that'd be a better plan if we can get the Irish government to come in and commemorate
Yeah,
my music, or
yeah.
commemorate the channel. Get
Themselves
them
and
to
teach our
sponsor.
guitars. Yeah,
Get that's a great idea. I
you know.
must lobby them and see what I can do, if I can get them to sponsor songs with the Rural Room here on
Yeah,
YouTube.
yeah.
There's people watching from Belgium and everywhere. Uh,
Nice.
just Lucas here as well. How you Luke, and Val, I suppose, is there as well.
Terry as well. Hi, Terry.
Terry Torres, indeed,
We know Terry.
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if that's a he or she, but
She.
welcome, Terry.
Yeah.
Yes, welcome everybody for just joining us here. We're talking to the Finn brothers. So did you boys grow up with a lot of trad music in the family, or was that part of your scene, like, as most of us did, I suppose, growing up in Ireland?
Yeah, yeah. We started off with trad for sure. Whistled as usual. We're born with the whistles in our hand. We're sent off to whistle lessons in Balacolla in the County Laois.
Or
And,
yeah,
to a teacher called Joe Grant, and then from there we both got fiddles. I think I got mine at the age of 8. I think I got it for my 8th birthday, which wasn't a great present for
Well,
an 8th birthday. But my parents
I
thought
know,
it was a good idea anyway.
yeah, I
And
didn't know that, no, because I only ever knew Kieran as a guitarist, of course, but I
yeah,
forgot that you both played, like,
we both
and
played
you was a
fiddle.
banjo
Yeah,
player, of course, but you both
that's
played
right.
fiddle.
But we both started off in the fiddle, and then when I got 18, I picked up the banjo, continued on the trad, and you were fiddle, and then on to
Well, I just
drums.
started off with fiddle for a little bit, and I wasn't very good. Still not good at all. Still can't play it. Still learning. Did a bit of guitar in the bada group in school,
Yeah.
and then when I was 15 or 16, went over to Kilkenny and bought a second-hand Yamaha drum kit, and started playing it wrong in the shed.
Whoa, so
And yeah, and there was no YouTube videos there, so
no, it was
Yeah.
from fiddle to
Yeah.
guitar to drums, like you're
Yeah.
really multi-instrumentalist.
yeah, no,
Well, you
well,
both
I
are, of
was.
course.
It was very simple chords on the guitars. I only had like 3 or 4, 5 ones there. Sonny Don't Go Away. And
Yeah,
Trusting It Down to all those kind of battle group songs. And
sure.
then played drums for ages and all that stuff. Now we were always kind of into the trad. Like as soon as we were old enough to have a pint down in the pubs in Milltown Malby. I'm not going to tell you what age that was, but as soon as we were old enough,
don't
to
incriminate
have,
yourself. Old
as soon
enough,
as, yeah,
yeah.
as soon as we were old to have a couple of cans on the beach, basically, we were going along to all the sessions and listening to the tunes and learning how the tunes went and joining in with the listening kind of side of it there more than the playing side of it. And it was only
Was that in
later
Milltown?
on.
Did you say?
In Milltown, yeah, or anywhere that we were able to get cans and pitch a tent, basically. So, but
just
yeah,
not
that's
in just not in the hometown, really. Maybe
just wasn't the hometown. Trad wasn't very kind of hugely popular in Rathdowney.
in
You know,
Rathdowney.
there was,
No, I was going to ask you that. Yeah.
yeah, it wasn't super. There was like a couple of classes. Mrs. Dunn, what was her? Mrs. Dunn, she used to teach there. I just remember as Mrs. Dunn. I can't remember. Maureen Dunn, I
Right.
think.
No,
Taught whistles and stuff, yeah, and some other stuff there as well in the community centre. We went to those a few times, but
yeah.
I think we were just 2 and 9. There was 4 of us in the family. There were just annoying her mother too much, so it was probably she probably didn't want us giving out all the time about wanting to go back and meet our friends to play soccer and all
Yeah.
that stuff, football in the field and whatever.
I know.
Just not waste our Saturday basically. But we're glad that we did it because it still stands with today.
Yeah, but this is it. It stays
Yeah.
with you, you know, because
Yeah.
we all went through it. Even I played a bit of tin whistle in my youth and a bit of bower on it. Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
But I was just, you know, again, I didn't have, I didn't have so much trad in my life either. It was mainly, you know, it was the song part that I was kind of drawn to too, you know.
Yeah. You had Killeens there, didn't you?
We had Killeens, we had Lucas, we had lots of
Lucas too, yeah.
yeah, I suppose the musical part of it mainly was around Killeens Village Tavern at the time, and
Yeah.
I was lucky enough, you know, my mother and father were amateur musicians as well, and we used to sing for the tourists, you know.
Yeah.
So I was kind of immersed in it too, as a lot of us were at a young age, you know. That's big part of our culture, isn't it, lads? Growing up,
For
big
sure, yeah.
part of what we do.
Yeah.
Just reading Terry just to show her a comment again there. She said, "Seriously though, what instruments do you not play between you?" So Terry has been to gigs before. She knows the story.
She knows the credit,
Brothers,
yeah.
She does, I think. She sure does.
But we can answer that. We don't play the xylophone. Suppose
Spoons,
xylophone.
maybe.
The habit. That's
You know, I'm gonna go straight into a song, lads. And while we're doing that, maybe you could, you know, Google that news about them cancelling that black and tan commemoration and see just to make it 100%. Do that for me while we play this
We will.
song. I've a great. I've lined up a song here. One of my favorite songs anyway at the moment. My Hometown. Is this on your new record?
Yeah, that was on our debut album, our only album we brought out so far.
Well, the record, yeah.
Yeah, the record, yeah. And it's been a really good song for us. It's done the rounds. We've been gigging it probably for about 2.5 years, and it's been on the album for a year or so. And it's amazing. It appeared on an advert for Creative Ireland and on RTE.
Did it?
Last year I think, which was an amazing thing for us to get on.
That's great news.
Yeah, it was great,
yeah. That's a
So
great.
yeah,
That's great.
and it's about Rathdowney as well, our hometown. So
Is it?
we're
Of course.
very
And,
proud of the song
yeah.
from that point of view.
Sure,
Yeah.
absolutely. And of course, folks, any information you want, have a look at the finsmusic.com. But in the meantime, let's go with a song, and I'll give this a spin. It's called My Hometown. I like it a lot.
I can smell the rain on the dusty ground, playing conkers from the trees you found, watching tractors cut the meadow grass. On the wall, watch the world go past. Bring me back to my hometown, by the quiet fields, near the ash trees. Bring me back to my hometown, to its slumber, its burning ember, running down the old wood lane, to rooms of barns to shelter rain, swinging on that seat you made. And the sky is clear, it's a different shade. Bring me back to my hometown, by the quiet fields, near the ash trees. Bring me back to my hometown, to its slumber, its burning ember. Bring me back to my hometown, by the quiet fields, near the ash trees. Bring me back to my hometown, to its slumber, its burning ember. With no regard for man, a lake vista from where you stand. Dandelion seeds blow through the air of the starting town, and it's debonair. Bring me back to my hometown, by the quiet fields, near the ash trees. Bring me back to my hometown, to the slumber, its burning ember. ash trees. Bring me back to my hometown. George slumber, it's burning ember. Bring me back to my hometown. By the quiet fields, near the ash trees. Bring me back to my hometown. George slumber, it's burning ember. To my hometown.
Well, lads, how was that?
Good.
What a great song.
Not too bad.
Yeah, yes. Linda Cullen says lovely harmonies indeed. Thanks, Linda. Linda's
Thanks,
watching
Linda.
there from Germany. She was last week's RWR room victim.
Was
Hey,
she?
Linda.
Was she? Did she live in the forest?
Yeah, in the Black Forest. She
The
does
Black
indeed.
Forest place. Oh, very nice.
Yeah,
I saw her
yeah,
raving with Rua.
from Cork to the Black Forest.
That's right. Yeah. It is meant to be lovely there. She was going about how nice it is there.
Oh yeah, I can
It
imagine.
does. Yeah, for sure.
I'm gonna go down to Haunter one of these days and check it all
Poor
out.
girl.
I
Poor
say, poor girl. I know. Yeah. So listen, the album's available. It's in physical format. You printed it up. You made a booklet. You made a proper old school record.
Yeah, for sure we did. Yeah. I mean, yeah, we're kind of proud of the artwork because Kieran's a bit of an artist. He went to art college and stuff, so he was just all mad for the artwork. You know?
I know none of this. I thought I knew everything. I know nothing.
No, he's mad for the arty-farty stuff. So he took control of all that stuff, and it took us a long time taking the pictures for that the artwork for that album. You've no idea, you know. A lot of me driving around to the countryside looking for location spotting.
Locations, really.
Yeah, everything was weather dependent as well. You know, it had to be a nice day for the pictures as well. Otherwise, we were photoshopping the sun and everything.
Did you do the actual artwork in the drawings in the video as well?
No,
somebody else.
No, that's a fella that we got online. Online, yeah.
Very nice. No, it's a lovely video and lovely song, and it's no wonder that it's doing well for you. Is Irish radio good to you? Are you getting a bit of some spins, or is it tougher?
Yeah. Well, that's about. Well, it's always tough, you know. Yeah. If you don't have a PR company behind you, it's tough as hell, you know. It's a lot of emails, a lot of kind of nearly begging at some stages to give a song a go.
Yes, yeah.
But saying that, RT did give it a good few plays. John Creedon was good to us there.
Yeah.
For a couple of months. So was Ruth Smith there on the Simply Folk show. And then I got to give Dublin City FM a big shout because they're number one for playing our music, you know. So amazing.
Oh, please do. Absolutely.
I was in quite a lot there as well, talking with the albums and gigs.
Yeah.
The Shin A show or other stuff?
Is that Mick? Is it?
Yeah. Did you do that one with Mick, or was it?
No, we didn't actually. No,
other shows. No.
It was more Mick Hanley there in the Afternoon Irish on a Monday.
Oh, I see.
Hazel
stuff
like that. Yeah. Of course, we can't mention Irish radio tonight. Now mentioning the poor Larry Gogan. We lost Larry Gogan today as well. Another big,
terrible
big radio personality. Yeah.
What a strange couple of months for Irish broadcasters and stuff. Yeah.
No.
Madness. Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah. I think we're going to see that happen a lot more anyway, more frequent because it's only 60 years old, kind of in Ireland. Do you know what I mean? So.
Yes,
it's just the age.
It's the generation. I know it's unfortunate. Yeah. It is.
It's going to be one after another now. Yeah.
Well.
Yeah.
I was going to. I'm distracted over here. I'm looking at comments. Lots of great comments coming in here from everybody, and Terry's definitely a fan anyway. Are you?
We're like,
are you guys planning tours abroad soon? You going back to America or?
Yeah. Our first trip is going to be in America in March. We're going to do a little kind of an East Coast mid American tour. You can say a tour. It's like 12 days or something like that. Yeah, so we're going. We've only announced one. We're going to be in the Burren on the 24th. The burn is in Somerville in Massachusetts, just outside Boston there.
A different burn.
A different burn, yeah, less rocks. And but yeah, we can't wait to play there. We kind of had our eyes on that place there for a while because it's nice little ticketed show, just something we kind of wanted to do for a while, you know. And yeah, we're there on the 24th, and then we're hoping to be down around the area of New York in March as well, and maybe up around Chicago, Indianapolis too. So we're just finalizing the details for those.
Yeah,
shows, you know?
great. So,
yeah.
but yeah, it's not your first time out there. Of course, you've been over and back quite a lot, huh? Florida and different places, and
That's right. Yeah, we're just back from Florida. Well, not just back, but yeah, we're there for a month just before Christmas, which was
Amazing.
amazing. Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah, it's great. We're down in Raglan Road in Orlando, and also down in Dunedin, playing for a fella called Michael Lang. He puts on these amazing shows called Haggis Celtic Concerts. Amazing setup. One of our favorite gigs, I'd say, was it?
Yeah, it was brilliant. Yeah.
Scottishy, Irishy, and
Yeah, it's like Scottish kind of, people showing up with kilts and stuff, but
Dancers,
they just love the music. Yeah, they're
okay,
loving the tunes.
great vibe, like.
It's crazy. Yeah, I love it. Yeah, love it.
How long is has the CD been out?
Since December 2018, so
Just over years.
just over a
So
year.
it's
Yeah,
over
a year
a
or 2
now,
months.
this stage,
Yeah.
yeah. I was admiring your see if I got it, if I have it here. Yeah, your logo, which up here now on the
Oh, fancy.
corner. Yeah, did you get someone to make that as well, or I saw it on your T-shirt, and I said it's a cool little logo. Did you make it yourselves, or is that somebody you got to do it?
We kind of collaborated. Kieran collaborated with someone online, like, to make that. Yeah,
Oh yeah,
that's what we do. Yeah, didn't you? Yeah,
yeah. I like
yeah.
I like little simple logos like that. Yeah,
yeah, for sure.
Yeah, well, I think we had our own logo for a while, and we liked it, and it was just missing something. It just wasn't, because, you know,
Yeah.
there's a difference between like someone being a little bit arty and designing something, and then someone who's a professional logo designer. So
absolutely.
we sent off a couple of ideas that we did ourselves and a few things that we liked, and then the person came back to us, and then we did a couple of back and forths, and then we just came up with something simple like that. We have two logos. That's the kind of one that kind of works nice on t-shirts and stuff like that for the moment there.
It
So
sure
we like it.
does.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, it's really cute, really cool, and you know, straightforward, but it works.
Yeah, you
And
can
I
see
gotta
it,
get
yeah.
a T-shirt. I'm still going to get a T-shirt and an
Yeah.
album
Extra
and
small.
stickers. I love stickers.
Yeah.
The thing about that logo is that we got about an 8-foot by 10-foot banner made with the old logo about a month before we got that made up.
Did you? Of course.
So you're gonna see that banner for the next 10 years until we get our money worth out of it.
Out of the old one. Brilliant. I love it.
Yeah.
I love it. So America's on the cards, and you were saying that you made this proper booklet, the whole lot, and was it with a full band, obviously, assuming it was a full band and producer, or did you handle that end of it yourselves, or?
Oh, we did it. This was something that we kind of wanted to do for ages. Like when I was 15 or 16, after I got that secondhand Yamaha drum kit, we kind of got into just kind of jamming at home. First of all, we were recording on a tape recorder in the shed. Just put the tape recorder in the corner where it's least noisy, and press play and press record, and whatever came out. But then we upgraded to a front room in the house. We were lucky enough to have a room that we could call a music room, and our parents allowed us to go in there and be creative. So we went in there, and we had an old PC, and we had like just like a microphone with just a jack lead, and you just plug it into the PC, and that was the bee's knees. We had Cool Edit. I think it was called Adobe Audition back then.
Yeah.
No, it was Cool Edit, and now it's Audition. So ever since then, I never had time, or even like maybe even the money and stuff to buy the equipment. But like 20 years later, it's like it's kind of easy enough now to get equipment and microphones and stuff like that. Yeah, and we just kind of said we wanted to do it. Let's try it and see how it works out. And it was enjoyable, but it was a nightmare trying to kind of do it and learn at the same time and everything that, and play. Like we did bass and drums and stuff ourselves, produced it ourselves.
That sounds incredible. Yeah,
so it sounds cool. We had a bit of help with the mixing there as well. Owen Morrissey helped us a little bit with the mixing.
Owen's great. Yeah, Owen's a great mixer guy.
He's fantastic.
Yeah.
He was even just giving pointers over the phone and stuff like that, you know.
He's the man, yeah.
So like he helped us along, and we're happy how it turned out, you know. It's no like Abbey Road kind of studio kind of album, but like we're delighted that we're able to do it. We're delighted that we did the artwork ourselves. It was just something that we wanted to do, something that
It's great. It makes it much more personal. Yeah,
really personal, you know.
Absolutely.
And we're delighted we did that, you know. And we won't be too quickly to jump back into something like that again, because it's just so time consuming. And unless you're recording every single day, you have to kind of look check out to do stuff again, you know. It's, you know, like you have to get into the rhythm and stuff, you know. But when you're playing gigs every day, and then if you're going off for like, you know, 2 or 3 weeks and then back again, you kind of can't get into the rhythm of things, you know, and setting stuff up and taking stuff down. And
no.
But
David D. Moore is in. He's a fan
Hey,
of
David.
as well.
We're a fan of him.
Thanks for joining us, David. He's over in Westport.
yeah.
David and the hat.
If he's not behind the computer, he's in Malays having
That's right. Yeah.
He is.
Yeah. Lucky man.
Yeah, he is a great man. How lucky
Yeah.
he is to be in Malays,
sure.
to be in Westport in general.
Yeah, we played his festival, the Acoustic Yard Festival there.
Yeah,
That was the last year.
Brilliant too.
The year before, I think. Yeah, that's super. Yeah.
Just can't remember. Yeah, I think it was 2 years ago, and it was an amazing experience. Great down there, lovely vibes.
I hope it's going to go ahead next year. I was talking to him, and we did one of these a week or so ago, and he was saying that it may or may not happen. It's not 100% yet, but I hope it does, you know.
Yeah.
But the radio show is going very well for him anyway, he said.
For sure.
So that's great, you know.
It's good radio show to have in Ireland, which, as he said himself, it has a decent worldwide audience. Whether or not people in Ireland listen to digital radio is another thing, but the worldwide thing is great, you know.
But it's an outlet, you know. Songwriters need that. Songwriters are overlooked on Irish radio and radio in general. So it's great to have people like David
it's unbelievable,
who really, you know, even without the festival. I mean, that's a huge
it's huge
deal to begin with. But to have a station, you know, that's pumping out songwriter music constantly is wonderful.
Yeah.
I was gonna just ask you about this. I have another song here. Folkman live at what's that? Vantastival. What is that?
You're making it sound German or Belgian there.
I thought it was somewhere foreign. Vantastival. Where's that? Up the road.
For sure, yeah. It's called Vantastival. So it's like they're playing on the words like bring your hippie vans to the festival kind of thing, you know. So anyway, yeah, it's up in just outside Drogheda in a place called Belleau House or something like House and Gardens, something like that. It's like French. That's actually BEAULIEUX House, whatever it is. And it's amazing. Again? It's an amazing festival. Yeah, it's one of our own there as well, Folkman. Yeah,
Folkman. Yeah. Let's give that a blast.
Cool.
Let's give that a blast, lads. And ladies and gentlemen, the Finns and Folkman.
My heart never aches sing on the stage and fake the joke. I'm a folk man, I got the folk blues. I don't play for money, I play for booze. I'm all folk up, I'm all broke up. I sing on the stage and fake the joke. I'm a folk man. I'm a folk man. Yeah, I'm a folk man. Thank you very much, everybody. We are the Finns. Thank you, thank you, thank you.
One more tune. Good.
That looked like a lot of fun, lads. That looked like a lot of fun.
It was for sure. Yeah. It was great. It was great. Crowd. It was in a little stage called the Glass House Stage.
Yeah.
Small little glass house for all the world with a stage in it. And it
And
just
what part of the country was that in?
County Louth, up just outside Drogheda.
Oh, wow.
Yeah,
What
really
a
nice.
lovely- Great,
Really
great
nice.
hopping song too.
Yeah, it's a great place. Yeah, we felt it there, right? Yeah.
Yes, it sure did. And Kieran, there was something that intrigued. I've been watching you play live for a while, and of course, guitar heads like myself and gear freaks like myself. I'm always kind of intrigued about your setup and what it is you're using. I know you have a kind of a kick drummy thing going on anyway, right?
Yeah.
That's one of the things, but you have this little silver thing clipped onto the bass end of your guitar, like the submarine, I think they call it. Is that what you use sometimes as well to get a? Is it a bass machine? What is it?
Yeah, it basically just picks up the E and the A string, the fifth and sixth string.
Is it
of
called?
guitar.
Is it called a submarine?
It's called a submarine. Yeah, I use and I have used. Chris Larkin was the first kind of one I got. It's like it picks up. It was like a magnetic one, and it picks up two strings. And poor old Chris actually passed on there last
did he?
year. There, yeah. But he left a lovely legacy behind him. There
Was he the inventor? Or
Well, he was the first person that I saw that made those two string pickups. You know,
Yeah.
for years I've heard of lads using this thing that picks up strings, and I didn't understand it until I started playing myself.
yeah.
And it was a fella who worked in Guitar Center who put me onto those pickups there. But they were great, and they and I used them for ages. But there was always a little bit of buzz coming off them there when I played in kind of venues that had bad wiring and all that kind of stuff there, because they were magnetic. So a fella called Pete Rowe in the UK came out with a thing called a submarine pickup, and there's and I bought like 5 of them, and then it came out with the Submarine Pro, which is a different one again. I think in that video it could have been used the first one of it, the first range.
I wasn't sure if you were using it in that video. It just dropped into my head from other videos that I've been watching. And I spotted it, and it's great because I've seen variations of it over the years. I mean, I think even one of my first encounters with something like that was Sonny Condell's guitar he had a magnetic bass pickup attached over the E string as well. So I guess just
exactly.
and I think he had it wired separately then into another another DI basically. So
That's right. Yeah.
I suppose you can do the same with the submarine.
Yeah, but I can do the same with the submarine. But the new one now, the Submarine Pro, I don't know how he did it. He's like a rocket scientist or something like that. He was able to make it so each string has got its own on-off switch.
Wow.
And then you can separate.
So you can
choose which string wants to come out. So at the moment, I'd have all the strings turned off except the E string. I have it tuned down to D for Dadgad. So I'd have all of them turned on except that one, turned off except that one. And then but you can and have it gone out with a separate jack, and then I can also turn them all on and then separate the first, second, third string to one side, and then the third, fourth, and fifth, or the fourth, fifth, and sixth to another side.
Like really get a stereo spread.
Yeah, no, I haven't sat down and worked around with that kind of stuff there yet, but
in theory, that's how it.
Yeah, in theory, and it works. The thing is amazing. It's really silent. You can do loads of stuff with it there. Like as I said, I just use it with the octave thing at the moment and turn it on and off, and it works totally fine.
It's really great effect. I love it.
It's amazing. Yeah, when you have a good sound system and stuff, it just fills everything up. You know,
makes a world of difference. I'm sure.
But apart from that, the guitar just goes into a DI box and
Yeah,
and
that's
I
it.
don't
It's
even
quite
have
simple.
I don't even have a reverb pedal on me.
Do you not?
You know,
No
but
pedals and stuff. No, straight in.
I want to, yeah.
What do
Like
you?
I
What do
want,
you? Yeah.
sorry?
What are you playing? Is it a Maton still, or is it?
I jumped from the Loudon S25
Yeah.
to the Maton there. The Loudon is a beautiful acoustic, you know.
Absolutely.
And yeah, so I'm still trying to find the kind of right pickup to go with that one. But the Maton pickup is great, but the guitar has seen better days, so it's a little it feels a bit dead. It's got a few cracks in it there, so I think it's been patched to death. And it's a little bit dead sounding. So I prefer the acoustic Loudon and stuff, but the Maton pickups is super, you know.
It is super, yeah. And yourself, you jump between banjo and tenor guitar. Is that right, or is it mainly tenor guitar now?
No, still between banjo and tenor guitar. And
Yeah.
the bouzouki has come into play there a lot more last year as well. So yeah, just all those kind of 4-string instruments. Well, 4 to 8. If you know what I mean.
And do you tune the tenor guitar the same as is it fiddle tuning, banjo tuning, or is it?
Yeah, fiddle
G-dad?
tuning. Yeah,
It is fiddle tuning. Yeah, makes
it's all the
sense.
same. Yeah, and the bouzouki, I actually just do the bouzouki and fiddle tuning as well. I know there's many variations of bouzouki.
There
but I
are,
just-
yeah, G-dad or whatever. Yeah.
yeah. So just
I was
keep
just
it-
curious about that, yeah, because I saw you
Yeah.
playing the tenor guitar a lot more, and I was
Yeah.
thinking, okay, does he tune it? I know
Yeah.
the guitar, the people watching the instruments would like to know that kind of stuff, so I
Yeah.
always ask.
No,
You know,
no, just
is it and what brand of tenor guitar is it?
a gold tone.
Gold tone, yeah.
Quite
Lovely.
on the lower scale of instruments in general, but that actual tenor guitar is a beauty. Like, you know, Kieran would tell
Yeah.
you, and he
You'll
knows
be
more
lucky.
about instruments, than me. I was very lucky, yeah.
Hmm.
We picked up a Collins tenor
yeah.
guitar in the past. We picked
Really?
up a Gibson and stuff like that, and none of them really compared to this gold tone, you know, this gold tone. And
Yeah, as you
another
said,
one-
you can be lucky. They can,
the
they
Blue
can
Ridge
really
as well,
shine.
yeah. I was very lucky, yeah. And I got it set up, and by Paul Dial out in Tundalkin there.
Right.
He was the fella that we bought it off. Yeah.
I was going to play another song in a moment, but I wanted to ask you: do both of you sit down and write these songs together, or do you kind of pool your resources and come together and then swap notes, or how does it work?
Yeah, no, we never sat down together to write a song. It's just if one of us had half a song written, we just kind of say, Kieran, can you put a bridge to that or another verse,
So yeah,
or vice versa, you know? And then the song is kind of made, you know.
We've never really
Or
had the
would you-
luxury of the time yet to actually just kind of sit down and
I suppose,
just
yeah,
kind of
life
work.
gets in the
Yeah,
way.
Even when we lived with each other, we didn't have the time.
yeah. Well, he normally brings a new song to one of the gigs, and
Oh, I
and,
see.
and then we kind of work on it, like the basic kind of way he works on it from there, you know.
Yeah,
And kind of how it worked with the first album was that the songs that we did on that were being gigged for a year or so, and then we had a basic idea, and then when we put them down, I was able to kind of produce them then and add little bits and pieces, and kind of realize that something wasn't working, something that we played live didn't actually translate properly to recording, you know. And then it evolved into this next stage, back for gigging then again, you know.
sure.
That kind of thing.
Tell me a little bit about the Pat the Fisherman song. I think you were playing it down in a covered wagon. Was that
Yeah.
where
Yeah.
this video comes from?
Gypsy Wagon,
That's
yeah.
right. There's a little wagon up in
Gypsy
the
Wagon TV, indeed.
Gypsy Wagon
Yeah.
TV,
That's
yeah.
right. Yeah, it was a little gypsy wagon up in tucked away. And when I say tucked away, this is tucked away. Like you couldn't get more tucked away than where this was tucked away. It was up near Fintown, believe it or not, up
Yeah.
in Donegal. You know, down through the Finn Valley,
Right.
into Fintown, and then up into the mountains, towards the Glenties kind of area.
The back of beyond, as we say.
Oh, back and beyond.
Back and
Even more so
beyond.
than Shannon Bridge to Rathdowney.
Was it?
And it was amazing, yeah. The people there, and
Yeah.
they had little gypsy wagons set up there for this session, and also they do Airbnbs, that kind of stuff with it. And it was just amazing, yeah. We just arrived and we recorded a few songs there, and
And
Yeah.
where did this Pat the Fisherman come from?
he's
is there a
fictional
story behind it?
character.
Our unhealthy fascination with the ocean.
That's right,
That's what I
yeah.
would say.
As Kieran says, we grew up in Laois, so as you know, Laois,
Yeah.
we're not beside the sea or anything like that.
We're not.
So we do like to see. Look at it there now, yeah.
There's the caravan now.
And yeah, so we just kind of end up just kind of writing songs about the sea, not just a healthy fascination with the sea, but we kind of had a liking for sea shanties themselves, just songs about.
Oh
the
yeah,
sea.
me too.
So yeah, it all just kind of, and then Pat the Fishman is just a lad himself with an unhealthy fascination with the ocean,
With this
and
ocean.
that's just so he's just a
And that's-
fictional character, you know.
Cool. Let's give it a give it a blast. The
right.
Finns and Pat the Fisherman, folks.
The Finns have a new album called Creations, and they're going to play a track off that new album for us in our beautiful gypsy wagon in Fintown, Donegal. And here they are. Welcome, lads. Great to have you here.
Good to be here.
What are you going to play for us?
We're going to play a song, one off our album, Wherever the current pulls me to, I go. I'm in Neptune's palms immersed. I show no signs of going to shore. I feel at home on the lonely tides. I breathe fresh air through my soul. I need salt water that floats inside of me. 'Cause I'm Pat the Fisherman. I'm hooked on the ocean like a madman. Are you not for the land? I'm Pat the Fisherman. I'm hooked on the ocean like a madman. Are you not for the land? The trees, the sand, the rocks and hills. I don't belong to this environment. I'm tired of steady ground. I roll, I leave from my hand in home. I return to the open sea. I drift like a saltborn wooden man. I lift my hands to the foaming waves. I need the ocean water under me. I'm not that fisherman. I'm hooked on the ocean like a madman. Are you not for the land? I'm not that fisherman. I'm hooked on the ocean like a madman. Are you not for the land? The wind, the sea, the sky and waves, the current, the foam, the boat, the sails, the wind, the sea, the sky, the waves, the current, the foam, the boat, the sails, the wind, the sea, the sky, the waves, the current, the foam, the boat, the sails, the wind, the sea, the sky, the waves, the current, the foam, the boat, the sails, the wind, the sea, the sky, the waves, the current, the foam, the boat, the sails, the wind, the sea, the sky, the waves, the current, the foam, the boat, the sails. I'm Pat the Fisherman. Hooked on the ocean like a madman. I'm not for the land. I'm Pat the Fisherman. I'm hooked on the ocean like a madman. I'm not for the land. I'm Pat the Fisherman. I'm hooked on the ocean like a madman. I'm not for the land. I'm Pat the Fisherman. I'm hooked on the ocean like a madman. I'm not for the land. Oh, oh. Oh, oh. Oh, oh. Oh, oh. Oh, oh.
Hey, that was brilliant.
It
Oh,
was
that a great
brilliant
song. I love
indeed.
that.
That was a great song, lads. Really like it. I love the kind of call and answer thing you were doing, the little bit of overlap.
That's right. Yeah.
That's really cool.
Cool.
It's a lovely
Thanks.
effect. Yeah.
Like that effect.
And was that
yeah.
a co-written? That was a co-written song, or I suppose
Yeah, they're all-
most of your songs.
Yeah, you can call them all kind of they're all a bit of.
It's more of a collaboration of like the writing and then the kind of the arranging and then the adding bits onto it and all that kind
Yeah.
of stuff. Changing
So
bits, you know.
serious question now. How many times a week do you fight?
Never stop.
Being brothers, never stopped.
Never stop.
It must be. Is it like seriously? Is it as being brothers and stuff, or touring can be kind of harrowing.
Well,
At the best of times, do you find do you get on well? You must get on pretty well if you're on the road so much.
Yeah, well, he fights at me a lot, but I don't do anything.
You just ignore him.
I ignore him. Yeah.
Well, see,
Well,
there's just it's two good things that we have going for us there. The fact that we're brothers, we're family, and I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing, but anyway,
Yeah, that's
we're
what I was
family
saying.
anyway. But we can, like, you know, we're stuck with each other no matter what. But we're we both have the same goals, so
Yeah.
that helps a lot. A lot of bands are like they might not work because so and so might not be into it as much as the
Yeah.
other person, and that's totally fine. But it's not going to work for a band situation. But both of us have something, a goal on the horizon, and that's what we want to go for.
You're on the same page, yeah.
We're on
that's
we're on the same page all the way. We know
Yeah.
what we have to do. Like, it's not like he's telling me something that I don't know. It's not like I'm telling him something he doesn't know, So that's a massive help, But yeah, it does. Like, we were together over in the States there last year for a month, like in the same house as each other, and then on the same stage as each other every day for a month, and then we came back, and then we're at it again,
Of course, you see, yeah, that's what I mean. So that can be even that, being into the space all the time,
Yeah.
family or not, as you
Yeah.
said, it can go against you too, But
It
I'm
can go
just
against you,
wondering-
Yeah.
Yeah, but
it's got a
you've
Gallagher
no idea
brothers.
and tell me this about And are you still doing stuff now and again with Nafina? Do you come together, or is that kind of a part of
Yeah.
the history now?
No, we do. Like, our manager still lets us know when something comes in, and
Yeah.
if it suits us all, like we do have, everyone's got like their own kind of thing going on, and we love playing as Nafina. So if something comes in and it makes sense for us to take the time off or go away or do it, then we love doing it, And the thing about that is when we kind of step back from it from a little bit, it was even more enjoyable going back and doing it again, So
That's
yes.
absolutely. Christina has a nice message for you there too, lads. My favorite music after a hard day's work. Nice to see
That's
you.
right. Lovely Austrian girl. Yeah.
Hanger. Thank you, Christina, for joining us live here
Thank you.
Thanks, Christina.
today. Lovely to see you. Thanks for being here.
Kieran's pretty blind there. He can't see. He has to go right up to
Yeah,
the...
he's going very close to you. Is it going? Like, is this thing on? Yeah, it's
yeah.
all right. It's all right. I'm going to wrap it up soon anyway, boys, and maybe play out with a song called Lambe, if that's okay with you. One of my favorite songs of yours as well. Your album can be ordered, I suppose, through the usual outlets. All the info that is required can be found there, right, on thefinsmusic.com.
That's right.
Your shop is open. Your merchandise, your CDs, everything can be ordered, and all the information you need about your tour dates and gigs and all that.
It's all there. Yeah. We try to keep it updated as much as we can. Yeah, for sure.
And of course, you can follow the guys on their Facebook page as well. I'm sure
Yeah.
everything is linked, folks. There. Tell me a little bit about the Lambe song, before we finish off.
Well, Lambe was our first single. First of all, we loved it. It was nice, lively one to start off. Kind of our introduction of the Finns, And it's about we just came across a story one day about Lambe Island and there being wild red-necked wallabies on the island, and so that story in itself just caught us. I think it was on irishcentral.com or something. We seen it, came across it, and then we just were just interested in that story, and then we looked into the island and just seeing how fascinating the island was and how little we knew about it. So then we just kind of said, let's write a song about it.
Let's write a song about it.
That's what I talk about.
That's
It's
about.
just
That's
unique.
where it came from.
Yeah, it's just unique, and it just went from there, It's amazing. And then we actually sent the song on to the Lambe Whiskey crew, who were just starting out at the time as well. We just kind of gifted them the song, and we formed a little alliance with the Lambe Whiskey people as well. So yeah, it was it's great.
Fantastic. So great. And did they use it? Did they use it for their commercial?
They do, yeah, for a little bit of
Yeah.
marketing stuff and a little bit of
Great.
like social media videos and whatever. Yeah, for sure. It's good.
Fantastic. Well, boys, I want to thank you very much for talking to me tonight and for your time and your talent. And you spent lots of time organizing the audio there, and it sounded great tonight. I don't know if some of the playback was on the videos. Tends to be the best way to do this, to promote your music. What you do live is amazing, but it doesn't always translate properly through the old internet waves. So I like to try and draw from the YouTubes, just so people, the listeners can get a handle of what you're doing. And I think they did tonight. And I'm a big admirer of your music. And the best of luck with everything. And a happy New Year to you both.
Thank you, Dottie.
And,
Appreciate that.
Come out to Belgium one of these days. We'll have a few.
Oh, definitely.
We'll have a bit of chocolate and a few beers.
for sure. That's it. That's all you got, and that's enough.
That's it. Thank you everybody for tuning in. I'm going to play Lambe, and then I'm gonna come back and say my good nights to everybody. So here is all going to plan. Lambe from the Finns. Boys, take care of yourselves, and thanks for joining.
Thank you, Dottie.
Thanks, Dottie.
See you soon.
Fall. Ciao, ciao.
Slán. Bye.
We'll put the sea, we'll sing the shanty, let the wind guide me all around Lampe, all around Lampe. Out from the scary shore, into the words of Yeats, past Shennick's Island, where the wave dictates, we'll glide over shipwrecks and the souls that rise from the untold story, a teller's demise. We'll put the sea, we'll sing the shanty, let the wind guide me. We'll put the sea, we'll sing the shanty, let the wind guide me all around Lampe, all around Lampe. Rednecked wallabies scuffle on the grassy hills, far from the Tassie seas, on the St. James's coast. From the very first day, the first sailor sailed, like today around Lambe. We'll put the sea, we'll sing a shanty, let the wind guide me. We'll put the sea, we'll sing a shanty, let the wind guide me. We'll put the sea, we'll sing a shanty, let the wind guide me. We'll put the sea, we'll sing a shanty, let the wind guide me all around Lampe, all around Lampe, all around Lampe. We'll put the sea, we'll put the sea, we'll put the sea, we'll put the sea all around Lampe. We'll put the sea, we'll put the sea, we'll put the sea, we'll put the sea all around Lampe. We'll put the sea, we'll put the sea, we'll put the sea, we'll put the sea all around Lampe. We'll put the sea, we'll put the sea, we'll put the sea, we'll put the sea around Lampe, all around Lampe, all around Lampe. We'll sail out around Lampe.
Lambe from the Finn boys, the Finn brothers there. Hugh and Kieran doing great work all over Ireland and all over the world, really, touring, and they have a great album out and great music, I'm sure you'll agree. thefinnsmusic.com. Thank you very much, everybody, for joining tonight. Thanks again to G Sharp Guitars for sponsoring the stream, and of course to the Finn brothers for joining me here on Raving with Rua. This will be shareable and repeated as always. Anytime you want to share it, please share it with your friends. Let them know. Please subscribe to the YouTube channel if you're watching, and I'll see you next time on Raving with Rua. Thanks, guys.